Hi, and welcome to my series review of the Legend series by Marie Lu, and they are out of order, but they are Legend, Prodigy, and Champion. And I was a little late to the game, but I still kind of wanted to share my thoughts and opinions on it. I got Legend for $2 at a bargain bookstore, and I waited until I had read this to pick up the other two from Amazon just because I wasn't 100% sure if I would like the series. I had heard kind of mixed things about it, but I did end up enjoying it. So I gave Legend 3 stars. Prodigy actually blew it out of the water and got 5 stars. Like, that's probably the most series in a books that have ever books in a series have ever jumped for me. And then Champion was good, but it was just 4.5 stars for me. So overall, I really liked the series, and in retrospect, I probably might up Legend to 4 stars, 3.5, 4. I don't know. Maybe I was a little mean when I rated that book, because now I can't really remember what things I didn't like about it. So basically, it's in the future. It takes place in America, but America's now 2 separate countries. You have the colonies and the Republic, and this takes place in the Republic. And to me, the Republic, especially as the series goes on, kind of has like a communist feel in a way. Like, it got to the point, I don't remember if it was Prodigy or if it was Champion, but in one of them I ended up writing in my notes that it sounded a lot like North Korea. Like the way that things were structured and things, and I mean, well, how we interpret North Korea to be, because obviously we don't know that much. Government and everything isn't necessarily communism in these, but like the way that the country is portrayed is similar to the way communist countries are portrayed in America, if that makes sense. So that's what it was like to me. And you have 2 characters. The story is told in dual perspective. You have June, who is like super smart, and you take this test when you are a teenager, and how you do on the test decides basically what you do with your life. Like, the government decides. And June gets a perfect score, and she's the only one who's gotten a perfect score. So she like excels, and she's an amazing soldier and everything. And then there's Day, and he's described as a criminal. Like, he does sabotage and everything. Like, he's not necessarily a rebel to the Republic, like in his mind, but you could view him that way. This is not a spoiler, it's in the synopsis, but June's older brother is killed, and she believes that Day killed him, so she hunts Day down. So that's basically how Legend gets started, and then just the continuing events in Legend and then Prodigy and Champion are all fallout from that. And I did enjoy the series. I kind of like Day more than I like June. Like, if this series was told only from June's perspective, I don't think I would have liked it nearly as much as I did. Not that I didn't like her growth. I thought her growth and her arc was really interesting, and I thought that it was cool to have this character who, she's not like anti the Republic, you know, in the beginning. Like, a lot of times in dystopian books, you know, these people already have a grudge against their government, like Katniss does, or Triss is sort of like questioning the whole system kind of because she doesn't know where she fits and stuff from Divergent. So, but June is like pretty loyal to the government and believes in it and supports it. So part of her growth is like deciding if she should turn, if she shouldn't. Is her government bad? Is her government not bad? And that's really interesting to me. The other thing that I found interesting was the romance elements. For a variety of reasons, it's weird that these two could potentially become a couple. And the main thing that stuck out to me was the social differences. So he's from the slums and he's poor, and she's wealthy and from a nice area. And that happens a lot in books, having 2 people from 2 different social or socioeconomic backgrounds. But I don't think it's usually addressed well. And I thought that Marie Lu did an amazing job with that. She dealt with the issues that 2 people from 2 different classes would have to deal with in a really interesting way. It felt really honest to me, so I really enjoyed that. The dystopian element was different from a lot of other books I had read as well. I thought she Honestly, I think this might be one of the most honest ones. Like, this, what happened in here could totally happen. And we don't just see the Republic. We get to go to the colonies for a while. We get to go to Antarctica, which is a whole nother country that has a whole different system. And I liked being able to travel. Like, in dystopians, you're usually stuck in this one little world. And, you know, to see a bigger world and see how everything had changed across the world, and we heard about other countries and everything. That I really enjoyed as well. It also had a really solid ending. The the epilogue, I would have liked, half of me wants a little bit more and half of me thinks it ended perfectly, but overall I thought it ended really well in the world of like the Divergent series, which I actually liked how Divergent ended, but I know a lot of people didn't, so I think that people would probably like this one. Or even the Hunger Games, a lot of people don't like Mockingjay. I think Champion was a very solid ending. It stayed true to the whole story and premise that was set out from the beginning. I would really recommend it. I think the characters are interesting, they're a little different, the plot is a little different. You can definitely tell that Marie Lu has a background in video games, because that totally, you have that feel in the books. Like, it almost feels like a video game, or it could totally be a movie. Like, this is written really well to like translate to a film super easily. Like, I know it's been optioned. I would not be surprised if it ends up actually going somewhere, just because it'd be so easy to translate it, and I think it wouldn't upset too many people. So, if you haven't read it, I would definitely give it a shot, even if it's just at like the library or something. And if you read Legend and you're just a little on it, just keep reading. The characters get more developed and the world gets built more in the subsequent books. I think the biggest thing that's obvious is, like, look at the size of Legend compared to the size of Prodigy. It goes places in Prodigy, so don't worry about that. If you've read Legend and you have any opinions on it, good or bad, let me know down in the comments. Try and stay away from spoilers, I guess, in case anybody hasn't read it. And thank you for watching. Bye!